So you guys are going to be with me as I clean up this content studio, my home studio today. I'm cleaning up and I had this realization and I was like, I need to make a video on it. And instead of setting up and making it like a whole thing, I'm going to clean up and we'll kind of just have a dialogue, even though I'm just speaking to you guys and you guys aren't speaking back, but it's been on my heart and it's been on my mind. So let's just talk about it. And I'll just blatantly come out and say that I'm a liar. I think I lied to myself mainly, and I lied to my goals, my potential, my ambition. At the end of 2023, I wrote down some goals for 2024 that I wanted to accomplish. And here we are at the beginning of 2025, and I'm looking at some of these goals, and a lot of them were not accomplished. And, there were some hurdles this year, but I just look back and I'm looking at some of these goals. A lot of them could have been accomplished. But the only person I can blame is myself. And it's a moment of self-reflection and self-reflecting. Typically at the top of the year, we like to make videos, or towards the end of the year, make videos about, my 2025 or whatever the year is, my goals for that year or that year to come. And everything's very motivational and inspiring, which it should be. But you can easily lose sight and not really do what you said you were going to do. And you'll let certain things get in the way of doing what you said you were going to do. And I wanted to take a different approach and start the new year with calling myself out and saying, hey, you said you were going to do this and you weren't a man of your word and you did not do that. And me, morally, I am a man and a person of my word. Anyone that knows me will tell you, I'm not like a shady individual. If I say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Especially if it comes to, like, if I say I'm going to help you or you can count on me. Basically, you can count on me. I'm not the type of person to shy away or run away from anything. But for some reason, whenever it comes to myself or the things that I want to do, I necessarily don't always prioritize it. Some things are prioritized, but the things that I write down here in this notebook, a lot of them were not prioritized and a lot of them did not happen. And I'm not going to read off all of them. I want to keep some things personal, and then some things I don't want other people to know that they are goals. But just as simple as waking up at 6 a.m. every day. Did I wake up at least 50% of the year at 6 a.m.? Absolutely not. I didn't even do half of that. Start each day with prayer. I definitely didn't do that. Grow this YouTube channel. Grow this YouTube channel to 50,000 subscribers. Now, I'll stop on that note. We are at this point, I want to say 15 or 1,400 subscribers. I want to say like 14. And I'm nowhere near that 50,000 mark. And that's simply put because I didn't put the effort in. A lot of it was because I didn't know what I even wanted to make videos about. I've expressed numerous times that I'm a director, I'm a photographer, I'm an editor, I own my own photography business, I'm into tech, I'm into fashion, and I never truly knew what to make videos about, even with all those interests, because I didn't know what truly resonated with me outside of photography and being a creative individual. Because when I first started this channel in 2021, I believe, I wanted it to be a photography channel. I wanted it to be, about filmmaking and things of that nature. But the landscape of my work has changed so much that it didn't make sense for me to make a solely based photography or videography director, editor type of channel, because my scope changed so much, especially with me opening up my own photography studio. Not only that I only shoot out of, but that I rent out to people. And on that note, that has also taken up so much of my time, but has also added a completely different mindset and mind view of things where it comes to business and being a content creator that owns a business. So there's just so many layers. And I felt like, well, I know that I got so hung up on what thing I should stick to versus just being me and navigating all of those problems or navigating all those different walks of life into one thing, because that's unique to me. And as I'm saying it, and I brought it up before in many other videos, saying it, I feel like that's what I'm supposed to do, but it's harder said than done, especially when I come from the world of, I am a professional director. I'll leave my website portfolio down in the description so you guys can see. That's what I do full time. Like, I'm working for clients full time. I'm doing music videos, commercials, things across the board, photo shoots. And when it comes down to that stuff, I'm a perfectionist because I'm getting paid to be a perfectionist. Now, when it comes to my own work, I feel like I have to present that same level of quality and input, because that's naturally how my brain works. But when you combine being a perfectionist and not truly knowing what to do, nothing will get done. And that's where I am with this channel. So to wrap up, like I said, there are many, many things. I didn't even clean this room. There are many, many things on this list that I'm going to punish myself with and make it even harder. So then that way, when we're at this time of the year next year, I can say, you went hard and you did something that you couldn't do before. But when it comes down to this channel, it's going to be a lot. It's going to be a lot of different things, but I feel like there are people in this world that have that same type of calling in their life and that same type of walk. Whether they're creative, that is also a business owner, that have all these different views on life that they admire. Like I used to be a musician, so I'm heavily influenced by music, but I always want to discuss that and bring that to the forefront, but I didn't know how. But 2025 is going to be a year of saying, I don't really care, and just do you. Get your business stuff done, get all the things you need to get done. But when it comes down to this is my creative platform, my creative hub. And I'm looking for the other individuals in the world that have that same type of mindset, that same type of life. Just trying to build that community of creative, entrepreneurial, weird, techie people. And I'm also 35, so finding people that are my age as well, because I find a lot of people that are into all that stuff, but they're so much younger. So yeah, this is a self-reflection video. Like, James, get it together. And this may be a self-reflection and a calling to you. Like, get it together. Don't take the New Year hype and just say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna have all these goals. No, sit back and reflect. What didn't you do? Why didn't you do it? And how can you get yourself to do it in the next year? That's where I am right now. And I'm ready to crush this year. But I still need to go through this list, tick off a few things. Why didn't I accomplish that? And what can I do better to make sure that it happens this year? So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna be cleaning up this room. I hope that all this kind of resonated. It's kind of just like a brain fart or a brain vomit, as some would say. And I just hope it resonated with some of you guys. I know it's been on my heart and my mind to just say it. So here I am saying it. So I hope it resonated with you, and 2025 ends up being one of the best years of your life, because I know for damn sure it's going to be mine. I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.